Welcome back to English Make Easy by the book. আজি উচ্চতৰ মাধ্যমিক দ্বিতীয় বৰ্ষৰ ইংৰাজী বিষয়ৰ 2013 চনৰ পৰা 2020 চনলৈকে পৰীক্ষাত অহা সকলো নেৰেশ্যনৰ সমাধান কৰি দিয়া। 2013 চনত অহা নেৰেশ্যনৰ প্ৰশ্ন দুটাৰ প্ৰথমটো আছিল Why aren't you wearing chappals? I asked one boy. My mother didn't bring them down from the shelf. He answers simply. এই প্ৰশ্নটো লস্প্ৰিং নামৰ লেসনটোৰ পৰা সেন্টেন্সটো লোৱা হৈছে। ইয়াৰ এনসাৰ হ'ব I asked one boy why he isn't wearing chappals. ইয়াত ask to ask এ থাকি গ'ল কাৰণ ইয়াৰ ৰিপৰ্টিং ভাৰ্বটো প্ৰেজেন্ট ফৰ্মতে আছে গতিকে ask এ থাকিল আৰু ইয়াত aren't আছিলে ইয়াত isn't হ'ল ৰিপৰ্টিং সেন্টেন্সটোৰ টেন্সৰ কোনো চেঞ্জ নহল কাৰণ ৰিপৰ্টিং ভাৰ্বটো প্ৰেজেন্ট ফৰ্মত আছে। He answers simply that his mother didn't bring them down from the shelf. ইয়াতো answers আছে ৰিপৰ্টিং ভাৰ্বটো প্ৰেজেন্টত আছে গতিকে এইখিনি ৰিপৰ্টেড সেন্টেন্সটোৰ ইনডাইৰেক্ট কৰোতে টেন্সৰ কোনো চেঞ্জ নহল। One day Mukesh told me that he would be a motor mechanic and leave for Elizabeth. I asked him if he knew anything about cars. এই সেন্টেন্সটো লস্প্ৰিং নামৰ লেসনটোৰ পৰাই লোৱা হৈছে। সেন্টেন্সটো এনে ধৰণৰ আছিল আমি ইনডাইৰেক্টটো ইয়াত পাইছো গতিকে ডাইৰেক্ট কৰিব লাগে ডাইৰেক্টটো কৰিছো। One day Mukesh said to me, I will be a motor mechanic and leave for Elizabeth. I said to him, Do you know anything about cars? এই বাক্যটো ডাইৰেক্ট কৰোতে যদি কাৰবাৰ আয়ৰ পিছত will never shallৰ কনফিউজন থাকে তেতিয়াহলে কৈ দিও যে লেসনটোত will আছে যেহেতু এটা লেসনৰ পৰা সেন্টেন্স উঠাই দিয়া হৈছে আৰু সেই লেসনটোত I will আছে I shall নাই সেইভাবে ইয়াত will টোৱে প্ৰযোজ্য হ'ব। 14 চনত অহা প্ৰশ্ন A নম্বৰটো আছিল The lady said to the salesman, What is the price of the Barbie doll? The salesman said to her, It is a bit expensive, but I can give it to you at a 20% discount. The lady asked the salesman what the price of the Barbie doll was. The salesman replied that it was a bit expensive, but he could give it to her at a 20% discount. One day Mohan told me that he would become a doctor and leave Assam. I asked him if he knew anything about medicines. He লস্প্ৰিং নামৰ লেসনটোত যে আহিছিলে মুকেশ সম্পৰ্কে সেইটো প্যাটাৰ্ণত ইয়াত লোৱা হৈছে যদিও তাত আছিলে মটৰ মেকানিকৰ জায়গাত ইয়াত ডক্টৰ দিয়া হৈছে আৰু ফিৰজাবাদৰ জায়গাত ইয়াত আসাম দিয়া হৈছে আৰু এনিথিং এবাউট কাৰ্স আছিলে ইয়াত এনিথিং এবাউট মেডিসিনস দিয়া হৈছে এইখিনি পৰিৱৰ্তন কৰি প্যাটাৰ্ণটো একে ৰাখি এনেকে পৰীক্ষা দিছিল এনেকে দিব পাৰে পৰীক্ষা। So answer হ'ব one day Mohan আৰু মুকেশৰ জায়গাত মোহন দিছে। One day Mohan said to me, I will become a doctor and leave Assam. I said to him, Do you know anything about medicines? 2015 চনত নেশ্যন যি দুটা আহিছিলে তাৰে প্ৰথমটো আছিল Where do you go every Sunday? I asked the girl. She replied, I go to the church. এই প্ৰশ্নটোৰ উত্তৰ আমি জানো যে নেৰেশ্যন মানে হৈছে কাৰোবাৰ মুখৰ কথাখিনি নাইবা কাৰোবাৰ কথাখিনি বেলেগে থাৰ্ড পাৰ্সনে বৰ্ণনা কৰি দিয়াটো হৈছে নেৰেশ্যন আমি জানো ৰিপৰ্ট কৰাটো হৈছে নেৰেশ্যন গতিকে তেনে ক্ষেত্ৰত একেবাৰে পাৰফেক্ট ৱৰ্ডিং বুলি এইকেইটা শব্দই থাকিব লাগিব বুলি তেনে কোনো কথা নাই তাতে কিছু ইফাল হ'ব পাৰে তাৰ এটা পাৰফেক্ট উদাহৰণ হৈছে এই সেন্টেন্সটো ইয়াত আমি দুই ধৰণে কৰিব পাৰো I asked the girl where she goes every Sunday. She replied that she goes to the church. ইয়াত যদি ৰিপৰ্টিং ভাৰ্বটো past tense ত আছে তথাপি কিন্তু ইয়াত goes এ লিখা হৈছে প্ৰেজেন্ট ফৰ্মতে ৰখা হৈছে কাৰণ হৈছে every Sunday মানে এইটো এটা habitual action আৰু habitual action নাইবা universal truth হলে আমি কি কৰিব পাৰো টেন্সৰ সলনি নকৰিব পাৰো She replied that she goes to the church. ঠিক আছে ইয়াক এনেকৈও কৰিব পৰা যায় or I asked the girl where she went every Sunday. She replied that she went to the church. এই ক্ষেত্ৰত যদি কাৰোবাৰ কিবা ক'বলগীয়া থাকে তেতিয়াহ'লে কমেণ্টত জনালে নিশ্চয় ভাল পাম। The teacher asked Rumi if she had read the Bible. She replied that she hadn't. The teacher said to Rumi, have you read the Bible? She replied, no, I haven't. 16 চনত অহা প্ৰশ্ন দুটাৰ প্ৰথমটো আছিল, how long do you have to wait for your train? The woman asked me. About an hour, I replied. The woman asked me how long I had to wait for my train. I replied that I had to wait about an hour. Number B আছিল এনে ধৰণৰ, I asked Ranjan where Nina lived. Ranjan replied regretfully that he didn't know. I said to Ranjan, where does Nina live? Ranjan said, sorry, I don't know. 17 চনত অহা A নম্বৰ narrationটো আছিল, the boy said to the teacher, sir, I am weak in English and seek your advice. Read the text thoroughly and try to express your ideas in simple, correct English, said the teacher. The boy told the teacher that he was weak in English and sought his advice. The teacher advised him to read the text thoroughly and try to express his ideas in simple, correct English. My friend told me that he was very thirsty and requested me to give him a glass of water. My friend said to me, I am very thirsty. Please give me a glass of water. 18 চনৰ A নম্বৰ narration, the speaker said, I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me a kind hearing. When I arrived here yesterday, I didn't believe that I might meet so large a gathering. The speaker thanked ladies and gentlemen for giving him a kind hearing. He added that when he arrived there, he hadn't believed that he might meet so large a gathering. His mother exclaimed in sorrow that she had not a bit of bread to give him and he had eaten up all the provisions she had in the house the previous day. His mother said, alas, I have not a bit of bread to give you. You ate up all the provisions I had in the house yesterday. 2019 চনত অহা প্ৰশ্নৰ A নম্বৰটো আছিল, Rina said to the boy, what's the matter? Why are you crying? Be cheerful. Rina asked the boy what the matter was, why he was crying, and advised him to be cheerful. The customer inquired if he could get a garden roller in that shop. The assistant respectfully replied that he would get it in the hardware department. The customer said, can I get a garden roller in the shop? The assistant replied, sir, you will get it in the hardware department. 2020 চনত অহা A নম্বৰটো আছিল, Alexander said to Purus, how do you desire to be treated? He answered, like a king. Alexander asked Purus how he desired to be treated. He answered that he desired to be treated like a king. The boys exclaimed in joy that they had all passed the test and that they would celebrate their success the next day. The boy said, hurrah, we have all passed the test. We shall celebrate our success tomorrow. Lost Spring লেসনটোৰ পৰা আৰু সম্ভাৱ্য হ'ব পৰা প্ৰশ্ন দুটা দি দিয়া হৈছে। তাৰে প্ৰথমটো হ'ল, why do you do this? I ask Saheb whom I encounter every morning. I have nothing else to do, he mutters. I ask Saheb whom I encounter every morning why he does that. He mutters that he has nothing else to do. আৰু এটা প্ৰশ্ন হ'ব পাৰে ইয়াৰ পৰা, I said to a group of young men, why don't you organize yourself into a cooperative? One of them said to me, even if we get organized, we are the ones who will be hauled up by the police, beaten and dragged to jail for doing something illegal. I asked a group of young men why they didn't organize themselves into a cooperative. One of them told me that even if they got organized, they were the ones who would be hauled up by the police, beaten and dragged to jail for doing something illegal.